That's right. Welcome in. Welcome back, everybody, to my Cardiologist Appreciates the Bye Week edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find the show on YouTube. Do hit subscribe if you haven't yet. I would appreciate that. Give the video a thumbs up if you approve of the content afterwards. I'd appreciate that as well. Twitter, search bar Always Irish or at JKZND4. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want the program. You could get the program. Always Irish Radio. Program it in your phone, 312-988-15. Also, note, USC Weekend. I'm going to be in town Friday and Saturday. Got an Airbnb. I'm going to be there all weekend looking to hang. Sounds like we're trying to get a group of people together Friday night to go out somewhere, have some food, have some drinks, have a good time. I am down to make the rounds to tailgates. Like, message me on Twitter, put it in the comments, whatever. But I'm going to be around all weekend looking to hang out, looking to have a good time. So hit me up if you want to hang and have a beer, okay? So, here we are, mid-bye, and I'm telling you what, I needed it. The way this season has gone, every single game causing you stress and anxiety till the very end almost, I needed this bye just to let things settle down a little bit and let my blood pressure go down and just to calm some of the chaos that it feels like Notre Dame has been for most of the first half of this year. So, welcome the bye week for my own peace of mind, sanity, and health. Okay, so here's what we're doing. This is going to be short, sweet, to the point. The top 5 priorities for me for Notre Dame to be thinking about and working on over the bye. These are not rocket science. I'm not saying I created some new formula for us to be better. I'm just telling you the 5 things to me, when I sit back and look at it, these are the things I need us to be thinking on, working on over the bye. So when we show up at home against USC, things look a little better, less chaos. It looks like we actually have a plan of what's going on. Number 1, get healthier. That's obvious. There's nothing else to say. Everybody needs a bye to get some of their guys healthy. I know Kane Barong out for the year, ACL during practice. That is bad. That sucks. But just your basic dings and pain and sprain, this and that, get whoever you can healthier over the bye. That's number 1. Number 2, figure out a quarterback plan. One that looks like it's an actual plan, not you throwing random things against the wall and hoping one of them works. Figure out a plan. Is it all Buckner? Is it still Cone? Is Pine even involved at all if he didn't hit the transfer portal yet? Are we going to get a blend like I suspect? I don't know. But stability at the most important spot in the sport is required. Stop the clueless chaos halfway through year 12. I have no patience to be in this position right now. None. 0. So whatever the plan's going to be, now you have all these weeks of evidence and a bye week to sit back and look at what worked and what didn't. Things are pretty clear to me in that regard of what worked and what didn't. Figure out a plan, okay? Stop the chaos. It just causes instability throughout the entire program. Find a plan that looks like a plan, okay? Number 3. Figure out an offensive line plan, okay? Now, this last ball game, they actually looked a lot better than they have in the previous ball games. Was it where I want it? Not even close. Is it acceptable? Not even close. Is it even decently good? Not even close. It's nowhere where I want you to be when this is supposed to be the strength of your entire program that gets bragged about all the time. Okay? I have no patience for this. But beggars can't be choosers. I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with here. The last effort was their best. Try and bottle whatever was working there and build off it. Okay? Have a plan. I have not seen nearly enough physicality or just plain meanness out of this collective group. Whoever wants to hit people deserves some plays. Build some continuity here. You got to find something that you can go to in this group and rely on the second half of the season. But I just haven't seen enough mean. I want to see guys pissed off. I was talking to Jack Sacco about offensive line play. And he was talking about all the best offensive linemen always say to be a great offensive lineman, you have to have hate in your heart. I love that. You have to have a killer mentality. We don't have that. Are you kidding me? We look soft, confused, not sure what to do most of the time. It's a total joke. So figure out a way to build off primarily those last 3 quarters of the last ball game that did look a little bit different. There's a little window there to build some confidence out of because it did look better the last 3 quarters of the last game. Nowhere near good enough, but better. Build off that. Number 4, figure out an offensive scheme. Like the quarterback's obviously a part of it. Maybe you need 2 schemes then. If you're going to go with Buckner and Pine and still have Cone in there, I don't know. But figure out a plan. Because right now, you're clueless on offense. You have no identity. You have no plan. You have nothing you can rely on, nothing you could go to. You know you could run effectively when you need it. You don't have any of that. And we're halfway through year 12. I refuse to accept that. It's totally unacceptable. It's an absolute joke to be in this position. So figure out something that works with a blend of what we've talked about. The quarterback, the offensive line, build something. Build something. Right now, it's total chaos with no identity, and I can't handle it. Figure something out. You got a half a month. Okay? On defense, number 5. This group's very, very close to being really, really good. And you could feel that. At least here, I can see the vision. And I could see what we're building towards and going for. Unlike on offense, where there is absolutely no plan whatsoever. Totally clueless. Here, at least I know what we're going for, and I see flashes of elite play. Okay? Tighten things up. This group is very, very close to being very, very good. Better tackling, some better angles, better gap integrity with assignments. Eliminate some of these plays that are a little too big. That's what I need them to do. There's a lot less work that needs to be done on the defensive side of the ball. Tighten some of these things up. But this defense is really, really close to being really, really good. Tighten some of these things up. Get healthier, okay? So those are my 5 priorities. Get healthier. Figure out an actual plan at quarterback that isn't pure chaos and a hope and a prayer something works. Number 3, figure out an offensive line plan. I think there's a little bit to build off of after the last ball game. Number 4, figure out an actual offensive scheme of something you can run, okay, instead of randomness. Number 5, defense. Tighten up the little things and become a really, really good defense by the end of the year. So, overall, if the offensive plan against USC after a half a month to be able to look at all of our collective body of work for the year, if the offensive plan looks anything similar to pre-buy, I'm done with this. I'm absolutely done with it. If you take a half a month and don't make changes and find some structure to all this chaos, and you have a half month to do it and you don't, I'm done with this entire operation. I'm over it. I'm done with it. So it better not look anything like what they've been running out there, or I'm over all this. It's a wasted year of spinning your tires, getting nothing accomplished, okay? So I'm excited to see what happens after the coming out of the bye, but I'm also on edge and nervous because I do not trust the offensive staff to do the right things, because if they did, we wouldn't be in this position to begin with. So I got my worries that they're going to trot out the exact same garbage we've been seeing and call it the offense. I'm done with you then. I'm over it. I'm done with you. So figure something out. The bye came at a perfect time. Notre Dame's struggling on offense. Need to settle it down, eliminate some chaos, find some stability, some things we can rely on. That's what I'm looking to see as we come out and face USC. That being said, I will talk to you all later, and I'll see many of you next week. Take care.